try to find the sunny side of life.
Hi, I'm Harry Marks, and this is Let's All Go to the Lobby, your introduction to the film you're about to watch. Kicking off Easter week is Norman Jewison's 1973 screen adaptation of the hit Broadway musical by Andrew Lloyd Webber and Tim Rice, Jesus Christ Superstar. Jesus Christ Superstar had a long storied road to success. Before it was a film, it was a stage show, and before that, it was a concept album. In the late 1960s, Tim Rice had been toying with the idea of a show about Jesus from Judas's perspective. Webber called it the stupidest idea he'd ever heard in his life, but Rice wouldn't give up. He continued to pester Webber with it until the composer finally completed it in 1970. Their first performance in England crashed and burned, but the two knew there was something there, so they recorded it as a concept album instead. In this iteration, Jesus was played by Ian Gillan, the lead singer of Deep Purple. In fact, Gillan would have gone on to star in the film adaptation as well, but refused to participate. Some say it was money-related, while others claim it had to do with Gillan's dislike of Jewison. Whatever the reason, the role eventually went to Ted Neely, who wound up building his entire career on playing Jesus Christ. Jewison had been in the middle of filming The Fiddler on the Roof when one of the actors, Barry Dennen, handed him a copy of the album. Dennen had played Pontius Pilate in the recording. Jewison was, quote, curiously moved by it and insisted on directing the film version. Tim Rice provided his own thoughts on how a film adaptation should be made, which he envisioned as a Ben-Hur-style epic with massive set pieces and visual effects. Jewison, however, wanted something more relaxed. He wanted to let the music and the story do the heavy lifting, and so the concept was changed to have the characters be actors in a theatrical troupe instead. Jesus Christ Superstar was shot all over Israel, including Jerusalem, the Dead Sea, and Nazareth. The temperatures got so hot, all the actors were required to stay hydrated every 20 minutes, and Larry Marshall, who played Simon, nearly fainted after dancing in the 105-degree heat. As for the songs themselves, they had already been recorded in a studio before filming had begun, as was customary with all movie musicals up until that time. But Ted Neely and Carl Anderson refused to lip-sync during their takes, choosing instead to sing their parts as if they were performing them on stage in order to convey the emotion required in their scenes. And that wasn't the only bit of realism the actors brought to the film. The Roman soldier toward the end of the film who nails Jesus to the cross was an Israeli actor who spoke almost no English. When it came time for the crucifixion, he thought he was actually supposed to nail Ted Neely's hands to the wood. Luckily, the director realized what was going on and stopped him just in time. Jesus Christ Superstar arrived at a time when religious films were all over Hollywood, from Godspell to The Exorcist, despite a dwindling interest in religion itself all over the world. Norman Jewison's minimalist rock opera made $24.5 million at the box office. It was the highest-grossing musical of 1973, with critics praising its lighter approach to the tragedy of the crucifixion, as well as Neely's portrayal of Jesus Christ. So here's the film that even Pope Paul VI loved, starring Ted Neely, Carl Anderson, Yvonne Elliman, and Barry Dennen. From Universal Pictures, it's 1973's Jesus Christ Superstar.